Shall we have breakfast together?
Once again, you're joining me, Wyvern Adam, and today we're gonna do a very special unboxing, and I've been dying to wait for this baby for a very long time, and I finally got it in my hands. It's the ultimate Valkyrie. Alright, okay, so before we begin with our unboxing, please do click on the subscribe button, which is at the bottom. If you're not following me on my Instagram account, which is Wyvern_Adam, and if you like my content and if you want to show your support, there's a link at the bottom, which is a Streamlab link. Okay, you can donate as many amount as you want. I do not have a specific amount, and that will be very grateful. Okay, so let's begin. Let's take a look at the box. We have the various type of Valkyries that is actually combined into one Beyblade. That is why it's called the ultimate Valkyrie. Okay, so if you can actually read in Japanese, there are like different types of Valkyrie components that's actually combined into one Beyblade, so you can actually read it all the way from there. Okay, so we can see it's an attacking type, okay, attack type, and it's a right spin as well as a burst system and a DB series. Okay, and the box looks superb, especially with the gold and the blue. I just love it. Okay, just looking by the picture, it looks superb. Okay, so let's look at the back. So basically it's just the same. Okay, we have the ultimate Valkyrie and -9, that means the armor is a 9, and this is what we call legacy disc LG, and the driver is variable dash. Okay, it has been a while that we actually get our variable dash driver. The last I actually got it was from Dragoon Phantom. Yeah, it was quite long ago. Okay, so I'm really excited to get a new variable dash driver, and I just can't wait to test it out with you guys. Okay, so that's the back, and nothing much from the side. Okay, so let's open it up.
Give it to me like.
Zing! Alright, now that's a really sharp knife. Guys, ladies, please don't ever use sharp object without any adult supervision, okay? Alright, so let's take a look at the ultimate Valkyrie. Okay, first off, it looks really good. Okay, so let's take a look what we have inside here. So I think it's pretty much the standard combos that actually provide for the DD base. Yeah, so as you can see, we have the recommended combos from Takara. So if you would like to try it, give it a try, go ahead. I don't usually use the combos from here, but if you guys want to give it a try, go ahead. Okay, so this will be the next RB27 that will be releasing on the 29th of December 2021. I'm really excited for that, because the whole entire thing will eventually give you Holy Belial, perfect Holy Belial, okay, with all the gears and everything. That will be very fun. Okay, so we have the Prominence Phoenix set over here, which is B191, and we have B190, whereby it's the all-in-one set. It's a good starter set for you guys, and basically the bottom part is just the price, which you can only get in Japan. Boo-hoo. Okay, so let's take a look at the stickers. Now that is the simplest sticker you can ever get. Okay, so yeah, Valkyrie doesn't really have that much stickers, but thank God, so that I don't really need to spend most of my time on the stickers. Yeah, that's gonna be time consuming. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Put this aside. I'm pretty sure that Takara has actually put huge amount of thought in their next ultimate Valkyrie, and as we can see, most of the gimmicks are actually on the layer itself. Now let's go one by one. Okay, for the driver, it's called variable dash. Okay, as per my understanding is that the material itself is similar to evolution dash, but the pattern, okay, the design, it is variable dash. Okay, let's test out on the click. Okay, it's it's quite tight actually. Right, it's quite tight with a gold spring, which is great, so that we know that the bay doesn't burst that easily. Okay, next up will be the disc. This is known as Legacy Now, there are a few factors into the disc whereby I know this pinpoint actually refers to another disc, but the clearer and I would say the most obvious one will be this part, which is a zenith disc. Now, in terms of comparison, you can see from here, this and this. Doesn't it look the same? Yep. Now, it's a bit light. Let's see how much it weighs. So the legacy disc weighs about 30 grams. Okay. Compare with a similar, I don't know, it looks a bit similar weight with the legacy. The Karma, it weighs about 29, so it's about 1 gram difference. Now, one of the heaviest discs that I have, second heaviest actually, Giga 32, so there's a difference of about 2 grams. So it's average between the Giga Over and also the Karma disc. So I say it's quite balanced if you guys use it in terms of attack purposes, if you want speed attack. So the legacy disc will definitely works for that. Okay, but if you aim to have much more defense or stamina, probably it's not that well. Okay, but of course you guys can experiment it in any way that you want. So let's move on to the goodie part, whereby it's the layer itself. I'm really excited about the layer. Okay, so some of you guys have actually tested out the base. It knocks real hard punches. Okay, so the most obvious one is the rubber part, which is at the side here. Okay, and let's go down one by one. Okay, so as per my understanding is that the whole entire layer, this will be the first time I actually see a full transparent white coating on the layer itself. Now, if you were to compare with the first layer of Valkyrie, so this looks similar to this. Can you see that? Because it's transparent and white pattern, and if you can see the Valkyrie face is at the side, same goes for this. Okay, looks the same, yeah? Alright, so I don't have a winning Valkyrie with me, but if you were to look back at the layer, which I'm pointing right now here, okay, you should be able to see the similarity between this part as well as this entire wing here. Okay, now let's move on to the second B, which is the Strike God. I don't have the Strike God, but this is the God Valkyrie. Now, if you can see the similarity pattern of the wings here, can you see that? Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so they really did combine most of the base, and they actually put all the special component of the bay into one specific layer. Now let's go ahead and look at this part. So if you can see actually the pattern of this entire ring here, now I wouldn't say ring, teeth. Okay, this teeth here, it looks the same as this. Can you see that? The design, it looks almost the same. Okay, but of course here has the rubber with the sharp edge, but here's blunt. Okay, but the design, the pattern, is almost the same. There you go. Okay, now let's move on to the next one, whereby it's supposed to be here, the middle part, which is made out of metal. By the way, this is supposed to represent the Strike God, but to me it represents more to this, whereby there's a metal part in the middle of this. Yes, the design does represent the Strike God chip, but to me the Chozi has the metal part, which is this part. Okay, so you can see that, which looks awesome. Okay, so let's move on to the next bay. Now, if you can see this hole here, so by right it's supposed to give you this kind of airflow and increase the amount of pressure that it's supposed to have on the wings over here, and it's supposed to increase the attack whenever it moves. Okay, so if there's more airflow, it's supposed to create more attack, and this is similar to slash Valkyrie, which is here. There you see. Okay, so this one is at the bottom, but this one is at the top, but there are holes in it. Okay, great. So the next bay now is made out of rubber. Okay, so this part of the rubber, whereby it's supposed to hit the opponent, it comes from this Brave Valkyrie. Okay, yeah, there you can see from there and here. Okay, so this is where the knocking point always happens, and this is where it kicks most of the base out of the stadium. Alright, last but not least, its current predecessor, which is made out of rubber from the tip, which is this, and all the way to the bottom. Okay, looks good. Okay, so now the layer on first hand, it looks really good. Okay, and you can see the clicks are tight. So the clicks looks high, okay, if you were to compare with other clicks. Okay, so I would assume that it does not burst that easily, and it doesn't have the rebound effect as to compare with the DB series of the first Savior Valkyrie. So this one is supposed to have the rebound, the spring, but this one doesn't have it. But if you were to weigh it, this will be heavier. Savior Valkyrie is much heavier than this Valkyrie. Okay, now if you guys notice, most of the Valkyrie that you see before this, most of it, they all are facing frontwards. But this, after so long, is facing to the side. Yeah, so it looks really cool with this. Oh, by the way, before I forget, if you can see there's a mark on there, it's the same as Valkyrie. I can't even pronounce it. Valkyrie. Okay, so I know that they actually mentioned that it's only appearing in like this Savior Valkyrie, but I do notice it also appears in your Brave Valkyrie. Okay, so it's not the only one. Okay, yeah. If you were to see based on the slash, it doesn't have it. Based on the Chosi, they don't have the mark. Then if you based on the other base, they don't have this mark on the side of the Valkyrie face. Right, so that's basically the whole entire bay of Ultimate Valkyrie. Now let's give it a test.
Let's see.
And that's the end of the battle. And what do you guys think? Is it good? Is it bad? Do leave me in the comment section below whether is it going to be good or bad for you guys. But for me, I will rate it between 6 out of 10. Okay, because reason being is that yes, it does have the attacking power whereby the rubber part is here, but if you were to use in the stop combo, I don't think this is going to be much of a stamina. Reason being is because this part is definitely going to, you know, make you die off just like that. The disc doesn't seem to be heavy enough. Okay, so if you were to actually change the core to something else that makes it heavier, or you would change the armor into something heavier, probably the disc, I will go with, well, let's say Giga. Okay, it has a higher attack potential compared to Legacy or Karma. Oh, you can try Karma actually. Alright, so leave me a comment below, let me know what you think. Okay, till next time, we will see you again, and thank you so much for your support. There you go, Ultimate Valkyrie.